Let's get building.
Hello there, welcome to JonnyBuildz. This is an impromptu stream to finish up the Enterprise, and the lights actually do look really good, I think. Everything turned out pretty good after some alterations and some adjustments to allow the cords to go through, but we gotta fix underneath here because it looks bad. So that's what we're gonna do. Not gonna do a timer or anything because we've done this part and it's built the way it's supposed to be, so we're just altering it. So I'm not going to worry about a timer, but this part needs to come off so that we can flip it over properly. Alright, now it looks a little shorter. So let's flip it over. And there's our problem. Hello, welcome. Working on getting these lights to be tucked in. So the way I'm going to do it is, I got some snot bricks, and I'm going to replace some of these things and have plate just cover over top so that these don't show up. It's too hard trying to get these in between the things here, so I'm going to basically cover them up. It'll look a little bit goofy, but that's okay. It'll work out. So yeah. So let me get a couple of those. I've got a bunch of pieces. I see you on my stream. Just your back. You could have asked me. Nope. You were seen. Just slightly, just your back. So, that will not work because we don't want both snot sides to show up. So, big ones might work. I think they'll need to be... Oh, maybe those will work. Let's get out a bunch of them, because it's going to have to go the whole length across, and yeah, I'm going to have to play around with this to get it to go together. Hi everybody, good to see you. We are cleaning up the lighting here, so I'm not doing a timer because it's already been built, but we got to alter it to put the lights so that we can hide this as best as we can. Ooh. Good snot brick. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. Oh, nope, that's a double. That one is not. Now the alternative is, instead of using these, because these will make it so that it's any of the pieces we use. So like something like this would be flush, and that's okay for most of the stuff. The lights actually are a little bit thicker, so they'll push up against a little bit. So the alternative is to use this, which actually goes along it. So if I have a brick, it actually pushes up against, so it puts a little bit of space under there, which might be what we want to do. That might be the best bet. So let me get some of those out too. That might be better for what we're trying to do here. Move those to the side. I think that'll make more sense. That'll give plenty of room for everything to kind of be up against. What's everyone up to tonight? Hope you're having good. Hey, baby sis, how you doing? So here, let me show you, since people are in now, show you the lighting. So there is the deflector array. This is the two red parts of the nacelles, and then you can see the sides of the nacelles as well. They are all nice and lit up. Then we have our backlight as well. So like all these lights actually came together pretty good. It's just some of them we have to cover up because they just don't work. This back one here might be okay. I gotta pull a little bit from inside. There we go. So I want it to be in the middle. And then that one can get pushed in. There we go. Alright. So that's what's got to be figured out. So how are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? If you're on here, that means you're not doing anything exciting. All right, so nice thing about parts of this is they come off very easily. I don't want that part to come off, though. I want this to come off. It's got little... This I want to stay here, kind of tucked in. Okay, put those to the side for now. So this is what we want. I actually kind of would like to have this light show up because it's right in the middle here. Kind of like a back landing light. This one needs to kind of go out and maybe twist a bit and then get covered up. There we go. That actually works pretty good. Now we won't be able to cover them up going along the edges here, the curved edges here, which is fine. So work notes, making Jason watch the first brand spanking new episodes of Samurai Troopers and then some Diablo. That sounds like a fun night. Alright, so that right there, that to be there. Okay, so if that's the case, let's see how we do this. Okay, I could put this here. Ooh, that might fit perfect, actually. So, ooh, and there's, okay. Let's see what I can take apart here. I know this helps join everything together. So like there's a Technic pin right in there that helps join this together. So I want to put this back together like this, but it's these pieces right here that I'm most interested in. Right here. I think this is going to stay here. But if we do this right, I can have this exposed. Or is that too, is that not high enough? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to pull that back. All right, no. Let's do this. We're gonna switch this. No. So do this. Put that there. So we're altering the build. Pray I don't alter it any further. Which Star Wars movie is that from? Another one, that's good. No, I don't want that on top. I want it hidden. That's not going to work there, but that's okay. We'll worry about that in a second. So if I offset that, let's see, I have some tile here. I said I am altering the build. Pray I don't alter it any further. And he doesn't say build, he says something else. See if I wish I had longer pieces. Not quite. See if I had, but this is dark gray. I don't really want to use dark gray. I am altering the build. Pray I don't know. Pray I don't alter it any further. Can I go in the middle there? Oh yeah, I can. That would allow this to sit right there, right underneath. Let's bring it down a little bit. Wait, hold on. There we go. So that would sit right under here. Almost be perfect. So let's do it this way. I don't have any of these that go down or go up. All of these go down, so I have to use one of these. We should be able to cover up most of this with how things are now. And that just goes back together. Alright, we'll put this back together for now. Maybe. So that fits down there perfect. Whoop, that's this is a this one got painted. Painted? So hold on a second. This one has a little bit of gold on the top. Somebody painted it. So if I'm gonna do that, do I want it to come down here all the way? Let's experiment a little bit. This is where the fun begins. Yeah, that gets in the way right there of that piece. So it would have to be on top of there. So that part's fine. Ooh, this will work. So if I put this here, just switch this around. Painted empty. Alright, there we go. Alright. Alright, this is all just experimentation because we have no idea. I'm just trying things out. Haven't done any of this yet. Okay. So let's move this because I don't have enough tile. Oh wait, you know what? I have some interesting. You know what? Maybe those would work. I do have these that would kind of work. Kind of. I'll have to look for more tile pieces. But for right now, I'm just going to use flat plate pieces. And then I'll get better ones in some other box. Ooh, I didn't even see that one there. Alright. It was hiding. There's another one of these. Alright, so secured it in the middle. Not quite what I want. the side. That actually doesn't look too bad there, because the light shines through the bottom. Can't really see it. Just a little bit, which might work. But I need a 10. I don't have a 10 tile. So I'd like to keep it smooth, but that might not be possible this go around. I have this big plate, that's too big. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's perfect. Ooh. Maybe. Maybe. That kind of works. What movie is that from? So, the movie is Empire Strikes Back. Because they say, that's not enough. I need... he talks to Lando Calrissian. He's like, that was never a part of our agreement, nor was given Han to this bounty hunter. And he says, I am altering the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further. Let's make sure we don't move this too much. Kind of gotta shore it up a little bit. The wiring. It's a little bit flatter. There we go. All right. All right. So. And this is more a me thing than anything. I mean, like, I want it to look as close to covered as possible. I know it'll be underneath. You won't really see it, but I just want it to be somewhat covered at least. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. Not sure. Ooh, those might both work. Hold on. That's kind of neat looking, because it's got an edge to it, but it's got a groove in here. This is used for, like, sliding things. This might work even better. Bless you. Well, that works really good, actually. Never even thought about using that. Interesting. Oops. Oh, that just fell apart. There we go. That actually worked. That's not the doorbell. That's the clock that we have. Our clock is a little bit off. So, all right, and because that's 10, so I need 2 of these. And they bend just a tiny bit, and that's okay. That actually works. Oops. That actually works. So we have those 2 things covered. That's pretty short. All right. So the last part we will need to do is this. So this is the last little bit of wiring coming through, which might just have to go back through there and down the middle. because this is the battery pack, and I kind of want to put that on this. So let's do that. Alright. Cool. I'll fix it, I'll fix it. Yes. See what we got so far. That is off just a little bit with this thing, but that's all right. And there's not much I'm going to be able to do with this, like to hide the cord. It's okay if it's there, I guess. But now we're going to need to mount that there, maybe? Let's see. Yeah, I think that would work. Oops, just dropped something. Don't know what that was. Alright, let's see. Oh, that's perfect. Take off these 4x2s tiles. This is going to go in here. Oops. Don't want to pull that out. It was really hard to get in. We're going to put this here. Where did that come from? Everything's falling apart. Okay, so if that sits in there. Think to bring black. But if we do this, it may be good enough. Ooh, look at that. Minimal play. So let's flip it over and see. Ah, again, I don't want to pull that out. It's already, whoops, it's already come loose. This thing has shifted out of the, this is supposed to be up to here. So it's already shifted out because I pulled it. And this is difficult to get back in. Man, I'm just breaking everything. Alright, let's see if I can get it back in. There's a little bit of play, and it has to go in just right. It took me like 5 minutes whenever I was first putting it on. Yeah, that might be enough. I think it's supposed to go further, but I'll have to play with it a little bit more. Come on. Oops. Late, kill him off. I will say certain parts of this set are very fragile. Very fragile. Yeah. Well, it's stuck there the way it is. Alright. So let's put this inside. There. Alright. I can actually wind the string up a little bit. completely wind it. There we go. All right. I think we got it for the most part. The lights off, lights on, right there. Alright. Let's check out the underneath. Like I said, this whole thing is pretty delicate, unfortunately. Parts of it are. So, hi everybody, thanks for tuning in. We're playing with the underneath to kind of cover things up a bit and make it so you don't see the wiring as much as possible. There we go. Some of it, like especially here along the curves, is just we're just stuck with it. That's the way it is. So, huzzah! Yeah, I don't know. It's almost there. Almost there. I'm going to redo this because they are pushing against these just a little bit. Let's put this in the middle here. The middle one is fine. I'm gonna have to get some 1x1s to do that. But now these should fit fine. Yeah. There we go, that works. And actually, I can probably bring this thing up along the edge here a little bit. So let's take the battery pack over there. There we go, that looks a lot better. Okay. Okay. That looks pretty cool, having like a rear light there. I gotta cover this up. And I'm only gonna be able to use, I don't think, you know what? I might have 1x1 tile. That would work. I've got curved ones. That would sort of work. They would look a little odd. Ooh, 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 here we go. One. And two, all right. Look at that. So I can actually, let's see. I need two more. One. Two. Perfect. All right. That might still push against. Let's see. Yeah. I can't put that on there. Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Working on some wiring. I know you can't see me. Wiring fun. Just the last little bits of the Enterprise so that as much as possible of this wire is covered over. So let's do that. I do like having this back wire here. All right, there we go. So that covers up, yeah, that covers up most of this. And in fact, I'm going to put these 2x4s right there, just to kind of keep it all together. So, all right. So that does that. Now let's make this work a little bit better. Alongside the edge here. This is, the thing is, this is a thicker wire, as you can see. And so, to make it kind of go along the edge here would be good. Maybe I'll just, you know what, I did get some gray tape. Maybe I'll just tape it just for the fun of it. It won't be the best looking, but you know, not everything can be perfect. But let's see if what I can do with some other tile pieces. Well, that almost actually fits perfect. That curved piece right there, and that would keep it there. It doesn't quite go on the edge there, but it can kind of hang out right there. Doesn't need to connect fully. I mean, this could swing out, but I don't need it to. It can just sit right there. That actually works pretty good. All right, let's see what else I got. That won't work. Maybe one of those. Trying to get it as close. Oh, we got another one of those big ones. Trying to get as close to perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but I want it as close as possible. That is the way I am. Ooh, that might work nice. Actually works pretty good. Okay. So then this, ooh, I might have a way I can put a stud right on there. To keep it there, and I do have an extra. This is the extras bag from the Enterprise, and not just extras. This is like pieces that would normally be used, but I did not use because I'm altering things so much. So, ooh, that works good. That keeps it from coming out. Let's twist this because makes that a little bit easier. So if I had a hammer. That's actually pretty good. So if there was a way I could, ooh, see this piece here? We can make that be a guide with, where's that other 2x4? I just had it. Here it is. Like that. I don't think I have any. Ooh, I think I have a 3. A 1x3, maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see if I do. And if I had all the pieces already, like right away, I could do a lot of adjusting and altering, but I think this will work good. No, so let's use these 1x1s. Cover that over. So this goes back in. Excuse me. Alright, it's not the prettiest. But it is, whoops, it is functional though. Alright, let's turn that off for a second. See, I can't pull it out of there, which is good. So let's flip this over. So that fits in there. There's nothing. Ooh, you know what? I can. Because I have these extra. Oops. I have these extra snot bricks over here. Oops. Stuck in there. Because I have these extra snot bricks here. Not even thinking about them. Those can go on there. And now, well, I'll do them this way. And now that wire is going to stay in there even up to this point. So put that down there. Let's do it the other way. It doesn't quite fit that way. I was like, I was so close. There, that fits perfect. Look at that. Now the wire's in there, and all it has to do is curve up, and boom. So let's flip that over. Yep, Friday really. But all I'm doing is, so I got the lights all pretty much done. The only thing I'm doing is the bottom to make it a little bit nicer looking. And it's not the best, but oop, that did fit through. But for the most part, it will stay. Yeah. There we go. So, bottom is covered a little bit, but we are going to have a back light. Back 3 lights. We got the one on this side, we got one over here. And that goes right in there. So I got a little place for the battery pack to go. The only thing I can't do is really, I guess I can do it this way. Or is that too much? Yeah, because it pulled it right out. Alright, well, we're almost there. Almost there. There we go. So that goes there. This is going to go here. We'll pull this. Ooh, I can get, I don't have any of my Technic pieces, but I can, let's just wrap that around there first, for now. There you go. Ooh, other way. I have Technic that I can use to make that go again, but that works pretty good. So I just wrapped it around, and now it's going to stay. Oh, you bought, oh, all right. So you built the Hot Wheels Mattel Corvette. What do you think of it? I think the build quality of the Mattel, at least for the one that I built, was pretty good. I don't know. I've seen the Hot Wheels Corvette, but how is that one? that way or this way? I think it goes this way. Yeah, that makes sense. I think the Mattel set build quality is pretty good. All right, let's flip it over. It shouldn't move too much. All right. There we go. It's like, hey, pulling just a little much. So let's do it to the closer one. There we go. Because I built the Maserati. You saw that, I think, about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, something like that. All right. So with the lights on, lights off, lights on. I think the nacelles came out pretty good. We even got the back. Oop, hold on. With the brake light. It's not a brake light, but you know, they have a little. And this is dumb. I really think that this is dumb because it's orange. It's an orange piece. Here, I'll show you. They didn't even make it a 3x1 translucent piece. Where'd I do? It's silly because you see obviously on the show that it is a red like light type thing. This is the piece that they use. It's orange. It's so bad. I don't understand why they use that. Hi everybody, good to see you. Look what we have done. So the lights are all functional and looking pretty awesome. My favorite is still the deflector array. I think that looks good. Here, I'll show you. I'll show everybody with the lights off. Now the lights on. There we go. I think it looks pretty awesome. I have cat hair everywhere. Well, you know what? This hold on. Let's keep that. Several of the bricks and color the bricks. Okay. Did feel like building with Lego. Other times I felt cheap. Okay. I did. I know when I built the one that I built the Maserati, like it always felt pretty darn solid. I thought it did. But that set's different, obviously. So that Corvette is a little bit different. Oh, come on. Circle with me. There we go. Yeah, it does not want to stay. So what I want to do is put, like I said, there's some Technic pieces that I can get and kind of pin the wiring there. I don't have them here yet, but yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Some of the parts you will not find with Lego. Yeah, so there we go. That's the lighting. We have the what we started with the. Oops. This is what we started with the saucer section. We'll complete that on Tuesday. So I wanted to do just some playing around and adjusting with the underneath here because not really part of the. Just broke that off. Not really part of the build itself, but still needed to be played with. So once I get those other Technic pieces, this will stay better. If you guys don't mind, I'll run downstairs and get the box of Technic so that I can finish that. So if you don't mind, I will be right back. Yeah, the 1x1 double stud is awesome. That is such a cool stud. So hold on, I'll be right back. go. Technic. See, I knew right where it was because I was moving things around to get the other ones. Here's the other cool part. I did. I ran. Here's the other thing. Which box is it? So we went to the Lego store in Disney Springs. They have a really big pick-a-brick wall. And they had some good parts. I don't think this one has the parts I want. Nope. The other one I have does, though. And it'll be one of Vab's favorite parts. Maybe not favorite, but one that he would enjoy a lot of. Nope, that's my wife's. Nope, that's my wife's. We each got 2 boxes, so it's going to be in this one. See if you can guess, Vab, which piece it is. It's going to go on the Technic. I'm going to need to, aha, 2 red. There we go. So I'm going to put these in there. All right, Vab, what am I going to put on there? Yes? What am I getting out of the box? Oh no, this is the wrong box. Nope, that's her box. Wrong box. Ah! I don't think it's that one. It has to be in this one. Or is this just leaves? And things. I guess it's just leaves and things. Apparently nothing, if that's the case. They aren't in here. I know this is all her ornamental stuff. It's not in this one. Pretty sure. It's in one of these 2. Ah, they are in here. Dun, da, da, da. The 1x3s. Oh, they won't fit on there. I'm gonna have to get a regular. Push pin thing. These are awesome pieces. Now I have a couple bar pieces. Although I have been using them because they are useful. Yep, the 1x3 round plate. Yep. Actually, this one might be a little bit more useful since I have those sitting out. Oh, there's another one. I'll use those for now. Alright, let's get this up here. Get in the holes. Is that too wide? Oh, it is too wide. I was thinking it would fit perfect. It is, I think it's one too wide to fit on there. No, it should. It is just a tiny bit too wide. Push in. Nah, that'll break it. Oh. That's why it wouldn't fit. They spun. Never mind. They will fit. Yeah, you do. I'm curious to see how yours is going to look. They spun. There we go. That is not going to go anywhere. So that can drag all we want. Pull this a little bit. Get that stuff all situated. There we go. Now I want to do the same down to here, and then I don't care about the rest. So let's see if I have the other pieces I want. One. It's nice that they're black, because it goes with the stand. Right. I didn't realize they had rotated though. Nope, nope, that's too big. There we go. Two. All right. Well, that might be too much. Let's flip it over and see. Yeah. I mean, I could do one more right there. And actually, with the spacer is what would work. So. Oh yeah, absolutely it is. You're like, I know I have this somewhere. Alright, so put that. Gotta rotate the pins so they're straight. And then this goes on there. Almost. Ah, come on. Rotate that pin. There we go. Perfect. All right, there we go. So our wiring now is complete. Look at that. That turned out actually pretty good. I wasn't sure how I was going to do this string thing, and it just kind of came together that way. So there we go. Our wiring is complete. Now I can't take the wiring off at all, ever. It's stuck there. So completed on the bottom. Flip it back over. Not a big deal because now it just kind of dangles there. This is actually heavy enough that it's like pushing down on it. It's kind of funny. So we got lights. These ones are hidden, thankfully. I mean, you can still see them a little bit, but that's all right. It's like they're internal lights. We've got a backlight here. We do have kind of a light under here, but it's not as noticeable. So these lights go through to both sides. Kind of just how it is. Yeah. And there we go. Yeah, I'm curious to see how your lighting is going to look, Vab, and how it compares. Doing the internal stuff was pretty neat. I enjoyed it. Voyager plans. Yeah, I saw someone had done a Voyager, because Voyager looks very similar to the Enterprise. It's just these can move. They're smaller, but they can move, and like they rotate up, and then the head is shaped differently. Now the head doesn't separate, but it is shaped like a triangle. So that's pretty cool. It'll be interesting to see how it turned out. Maybe we'll buy another one and we'll get Voyager, right? Nah, Deep Space Nine would be my next. I think it would be cool to have like a MIDI scale Deep Space Nine, which would still be very large. So we only used a couple of snot bricks, so it worked out pretty nicely. So yeah, and it all fit in there the way it should. I wish it was all tiles, but I don't have tiles long enough, so it is what it is. So there we go. All right. So next week, on Tuesday, we will finish the head of this thing up. And I won't have lights for it. I mean, like, I'll be able to put, like, some, like, tea lights in it or something. But, like, it's so goofy that, like, they couldn't put an interior in there or something. Even if it was just, like, a little MIDI. Like, there's plenty of room. They could have done something with it, but they didn't. And I think that was a poor choice on their part, so... All right, well, that took about an hour. That was perfect. Good timing. Now I don't have to worry about this thing really dangling. We got our nacelles. We have our deflector array. We got our little brake light. I think that brake light looks really cool. That Lego is actually going to bring out more story. Yeah, I agree. That's the hard part, is I think it's only a one-off. I guess we'll see what the ultimate finish is with like how well it does. I think the fact that it, while it has figures, it doesn't have an interior, I think probably made some people just be like, there's no point to it. So yeah. But yeah, I guess we'll see. So, by the way, shoosh. Shoosh. See, still no smart brick needed. So yeah, that means people will have to come up with their own Star Trek models as they've been doing already. But you know, it is what it is. So. All right, thanks everyone for tuning in on this little Friday night little play. Tuesday, we will continue and finish the Enterprise. We'll finish the head of it. We'll go through, so bags 21, or 20 and 21 are done at the same time, which is kind of weird. So that's where I stopped on Tuesday. So that's where we'll pick up, and I think after we do that, then we have to put the top on to do the rest. So... yeah, I think it looks good. I think the lighting turned out fantastic. It all ran together. So until Tuesday, as always, may the brick be with you. Keep on building and blessing. We'll see ya on Tuesday. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, don't forget, we got the... this will be on display at the... not Bricks and Minifigs, at the International Lego Day. That'll be coming up end of the month, so... at Ross Park Mall. So be in tune for that. We'll see ya.